Hey, everybody. Sounds like, nope. Thought I heard something holding in the background. Yeah, I've got a stuck note. Yeah, I've got a stuck note. That's what happens. Hardware's not perfect. Hardware can crash too. Let's see. So, not necessarily crashing, but hung MIDI note, right? And there is a panic on there, but power cycle works too. So let's see. Let's start something running here. There we go. We'll just keep that going in the background. And we'll do this one too. There we go. All right, let's see. Who's here today? So I think I have all the bugs worked out. But I haven't been looking at the chat. So let me look at the chat and let's see if you all are going to go. It sounds like shit and we can't hear you. I hope the mic's not being doubled either. We'll see. Let's see. Hippopotaverse, your name always makes me smile. Hey, Andy, Creon, hello. Animotion, Audrey, Jeff, Bass Bus. Sitting with bated breath. Thank you. Although, that's fine. I'm not picking on you, but when you say bated breath and you spell baited, B-A-T-E-D, I think masturbated, not baited like baiting a hook. But maybe that's what you meant. I'm not sure. All right, 30 seconds in and it's already not family safe. So let's see. There's Biscuit, Jeff, Bass Bus. Let's see. Who else is in here? Hey, Linder. Hey there. Let's see. Helical Coil. Wrong account. Oh, logging into the wrong account. That's cool. My case. Let's see. Who else is here? Eric. Garen. All right. So I hope that is turning out. I don't see anybody saying, good God, it sounds terrible. So I'm hoping it's... so it's okay. Surely a CS80 would be more stable. Yes, Andy should get a CS80. Absolutely. Let's see. What else is here? If I'm missing anyone, I apologize. Let's see. I sing the Body Electric. Hey there. Let's see. Music and voice are good and clear. Excellent. Homegrown. Good to see you. All right. Rob. Hey there, man. Okay. So, yeah. So we got everything working again. Hooray. Let me resize a few windows here because I cannot see. All right. And we've been playing with camera positioning and things like that and screen layout. So now we can run through stuff. If I want to show you things in Ableton, we'll flip over to this. But for the most part, it's going to stay like this. So, all right. So we have a lot of synths in here today. I've got a whole bunch of stuff turned on. Oh, man. And I just put condensation all down my leg. That's what I get for pulling a drink out of the freezer. And no box of tissues in sight because somebody gave me shit back in January. They're like, look, do you have a cold? There's a box of tissues behind you. And I usually keep one right here and it's gone now. Oh, well. All right. Well, we're just going to be a little damp. So fine. You like the intro tune? Good. I'm glad. I haven't changed any of that. I've been fighting with the technical stuff so much that I didn't even bother. We're still in D Dorian. I've been trying to do a D Dorian for almost a month now, but it's like 2 weeks ago the stream died. A week ago the stream died. Anyway, so we're still in D Dorian today. But we have a ton of synths in the mix today. What's running? Let me see here. Behind me. So we've got the Summit, the Nord Wave, the Subsequent 37's running. all the Korg Trinity's running. So Modwave, Wave State, Op6, Cobalt 8M, the Blofeld's running, the Hydra Synth, the Third Wave, the Prophet 12, and the Minimoog. And it sounds like it's probably still in tune. So, let's see. I didn't have anything really discussion-wise. I don't have any stuff. Oh, you know what? I watched The Beekeeper on Amazon Prime. My father was like, you gotta watch this movie. It's called The Beekeeper. And in the first 10 minutes, a retired woman, something bad happens to her. And I'm just like, and she's like, lives alone, and she's old, and my father lives alone, and he's old, and it's like, Dad, are you giving me, is this a hint of some kind? Are you lonely? Are you saying that I'm not paying enough attention to you? He lives a few miles from here. So I watched The Beekeeper. Good movie. If you like, shoot 'em up. It's what my dad calls a love story, right? He's like, it's a love story. It's great. I'm like, okay, Dad, I'll check it out. And it was good, but it's like John Wick. Let's see. All right. So what's running? We've got the bass. So I am finally getting off my butt and putting another EP out. It should be out. Almost came out today, but I listened to it on a couple different sets of speakers. Like, you know how you audition everything on, like, I've got monitors in the studio, headphones, check the earbuds, check this stereo in the living room, you check the home pods, right? Put it in the car. We went to the market today, and I'm like, Sarah, I just have to listen to this just one last time in the car. And I'm listening to it, and I'm like, God damn it, the way it's mastered, I don't like it. So I'm going to tweak it some more. So the target is for by next Sunday, I'll have a new EP out. So fingers crossed. And some of you have heard like all of it already because I work so slow. The music has been building over like a year. So anyway, that's what it's like. So what do we have installed today? We've got the bass running. I kept fiddling with the idea of getting rid of it. I was like, it's like in everything I do, and every time I stop using it, I go back to using it. So on the EP, there are 2 tracks that do not use this bass sound. They use synth bass. So I'm stretching a little bit, but there's still 2 very prog tracks on there. So hey, New Ignis, welcome. So let's see. Anyone else pop in? No. All right. What else we got going on here? Oh, the Blofeld. So I've been doing patch creation with the Blofeld. Here, let me mute this other stuff. Hold on a second. Stop playing. All right. All right. So on the Blofeld. So the Blofeld's a great synth. I really like it. Pushing. So it's a guitar kind of E-pluck with the sustain. It's got some LFOs running that'll speed up when you pressure. So I'm in a very Tangerine Dreamy, like early 80s sort of. I've been this way for like a month now. So if you've got a Blofeld and you want this patch, let me know. I'll give it to you. Do not get rid of the Rick. I want my case. It's always going to be there. I'm going to fiddle with it though, because I want a fretless version. So I'm going to see if I can get some samples that work and some synth augmentation, maybe a modeling synth, and do a fretless version of the same sort of Rick bass. Well, it won't be Rick, but a fretless, like a Fender Jazz or something. Because I want to play with the MPE stuff on the push, and being able to slide on a fretless convincingly would require that. So, but anyway, the Blofeld is a great synth. Everyone should consider picking one up. What else? a Nord Lead A1. Everybody here's like the regulars, right? So I do this every week. I'm like, just quickly demo what synths we're playing with today. Hey, Wabbit. So, please publish the Blofeld patch. Yes, I will. So if you're going to buy a Blofeld, a Waldorf Blofeld, and you're in the US, if you're not in a hurry, wait till Christmas. Because I think around the holidays, so there seems to be some legal preventative. If you go to Thomann, you know, the US site for Thomann, Thomann.com or whatever, the Blofeld is listed for sale there for I think $500 now. The price is actually going up, but it was $400 a couple months ago, and it was $400 last Christmas. And the same synth on Sweetwater is $700. And Thomann's shipping is $90 to Boston from Berlin. And so if you go there, you can check, put it in your cart, and as long as you don't see the big red angry box that says "Sorry, we can't ship to your country," you can get it generally a whole lot cheaper than from Thomann than you can from Sweetwater. This is true of I checked this morning, the Roland System 8 is $300 less, including the cost of, even after the cost of shipping it, is like $300 less than what Sweetwater's selling it for. So go to Thomann. I recommend buying a Blofeld from Thomann if you can get it for like $400, because I think what happened is at the holidays they have overstock or they have excess inventory, and so whatever agreement they've got with Waldorf that says no, you can't sell to the US because that's Sweetwater's gig, is like null and void around when they've got overstock or a sale or something like that. Because I swear I can show you the receipt. I bought mine for $417 last November, last November, new. So do that. Let's see. Post Blofeld patch. That's fine. Audrey, is that an angry face? I can't quite tell. My eyes. I need to get new glasses. I'm having a little trouble. Let's make the text bigger. Hold on. I can't tell what that is. Oh, that's a wink with like parentheses around it, but it's red. I have no idea what that means. I don't know all the emojis. Let's see. I sing the Body Electric. Do you use the hardware UI to program the Blofeld, or is there a software programmer? I use a piece of software called Patchbase. It runs on Mac, I think on Windows, definitely on iPads. And it's just a host that's free. And then you pay them $20, $30, whatever it is, for a bunch of plugins. And every plugin is for programming some ancient synth. They basically just do programmer librarians for all these old synths. And they have one for the Blofeld that works well. The Blofeld has a couple free editor librarians, but they don't run on Mac anymore because the people who are keeping them up haven't updated them for latest architecture. So, but I use Patchbase. Works great. It's ugly, but it's a hell of a lot easier to use than programming on the Blofeld. I almost did a video last week about the Blofeld called "Awesome Synth Suck-Ass Interface" because it is the worst panel on the planet. It works and it's consistent for the most part, but like the knobs, the encoders on the Blofeld are these brushed aluminum or brushed steel things that when I turn them, I can't tell if it's actually turning or if my fingers are sliding on the encoder. It's infuriating. And then, so I don't like the panel. I do not like programming it on the panel. I program it in Patchbase. Sweetwater Rep is not happy with this advice. No, he's probably not. But I buy so much from him, he can take one for the team. So it's 500 euros. Yeah. I looked this morning. It was, I thought, $4.99 or something like that. It was down. The price has gone up on the Blofeld. So Cobalt. Yeah, the Cobalt looks interesting. I'm holding off. I really want a TO5. So I'm saving my money. Let's see. Jeff will probably get a Blofeld. Maybe. Jeff says Jeff doesn't have time for his current projects. Okay, anyway, next synth. What are we doing? So this is the Nordwave 2. I made this patch 2 years ago. It's my Tangerine Dream patch. It's like I want to play that sound from the song at the end of the movie Legend, where John Anderson sings and Tangerine Dream's like backing him. I wanted that sound. And this was my imagination of what that is. I didn't actually go pull the soundtrack and like compare, but I don't know if you can hear it, if it's come through with YouTube compression, but there's like this modulation happening on the reverberations of the sustain. And it's mangling it a bit. It's great. Yeah, you need to replace the Blofeld decoders. No, mine are working fine. They're not damaged because they've only been turned about 20 times. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, secondhand. Buy a secondhand Blofeld. If the encoders are bad, you can just buy new ones. Apparently, replacing them is really easy. You opening the unit and replacing them. So, all right. So that's what we're playing. We've got the Mini Moog running. Let's do this. Let's record a really quick pattern. So this is, I love doing this. It's one of my favorite things. It's just a 1-bar pattern on the Mini Moog, 16th notes. So we let that run. And let's play with this for a minute. So I watched somebody's video about like what should be your first synth, and the guy said he boiled it down to it needs to be a Mini Moog architecture or a Pro 1 architecture. Just basically a synth that has a simple panel and enough oscillators and modulation to be able to do interesting things, but not too much. And then also, like, I kind of agree with him. Just limits the scope of what you're doing, but no preset, so you have to dial it in and you're forced to understand what's on the panel, but nothing you have to do like a Vulcan nerve pinch to like get stuff, like no shift keys. I like shift keys as a metaphor, but on synths, but so let's see. For a sec. Change this up. Yeah, let's do that. And we want it to be just a little bit longer. 2 bars. All right, the glide's running. Let's turn that down. just being able to start a sequence running and then just screw with things is going to, at least for me, it teaches it. I've learned more about synth and ideas for doing synths by just letting a sequence run, or if you've got a synth with an ARP on it, just ARP and hold it, and then play. Let's layer some stuff together. Sorry, getting distracted. The next synth that we have floating around is this Hydra synth. If you've been watching for the last month or trying to watch when the streams don't fail, I've been using this Hydra synth horn patch. I'm loving it. All right, let's keep going through here. Let's see. What am I missing? I'm really bad about splitting my attention between the chat. Let's see. Virtual, any Minimoog. The Minimoog architecture, I don't care what kind of synth it is. The Behringer one is very good, right? Or any of the software ones, or the Roland SEO2, or, the Mini Monster 2 from GeForce is used to be relatively inexpensive, or Native Instruments is, what's their Minimoog clone called? Anyway, there's one in the Native Instruments. It's one of their reactor instruments. Let's see. Let's see. Microfreak. That's one. Okay. That's cool. Hey, Synthpunk. Welcome. Let's see. And Arnoth, you're new to me too. Welcome. If you've been here before and I don't remember, welcome. Anyway, so we'll keep going through. What else are we running with today? The Summit. So we're doing Berlin School, so we need a few things. We need some plucks, we need some pads, we need a few leads, we need a few basses, which is the recipe for like all music, right? But they don't have to be too complex. This is a Cobalt 8M. Everything has a healthy amount of delay and reverb on it. This is an Op 6 from Korg. Not everything done on the Op 6 or an FM synth has to sound like Yamaha DX7 electric pianos. That one gets gnarly when you give it pressure. Let's see. Depending on how much it costs, Behringer is allegedly coming out with a PPG clone, which would be a godsend if it's good, right? And I hope it will. But if you can't, if you can't find a PPG, the software PPGs are great. I mean, because it's all digital, so. Right, but this really, for that Tangerine Dream sort of stuff, those old wavetables. A synced saw lead with a flanger stuck on it. That's a subsequent 37. Going to use that as a lead today. I don't have a Pro 3, which isn't the same as the subsequent 37, but they're both, they get compared a lot. I like the sub 37. I like the Pro 3 too, but I just haven't. It's on the list. And then lastly, I like to have a nice pluck that's really hollow, square wavy, because this is a nice offset from the guitar stuff. So here, let's see if we do a quick, let's do another quick 1-bar pattern. Oh, this is from what I recorded earlier at the beginning of the thing. All right, so we've got that nice hollow square sort of pluck going on. And if we go back and bring back actually, let's bring back the bass arpeggiation, the bass 1-bar loop. So those are separate enough, like the hollow square is distinct enough that it doesn't get lost in the bass. They stay away from each other. And then if you do a pluck that's guitar-like or sharp, like it works out pretty well. Don't get in each other's way. All right, let's start some of these patterns I recorded earlier when we were, if you're here since the beginning, I recorded some stuff in. Like a nice glockenspiel, believe it or not. It's like a sine. Just real clean. Looping there. What am I missing? What was the Mellotronic thing in the opening one? Oh yeah, I didn't get to it. I haven't finished going. Like I said, I'm using a lot of synths today, man. All right, let's finish that. All right, I'll kill this stuff. All right, let's finish going through the synths. All right, so what were we doing at the beginning? At the beginning, what you're hearing was that was either this Blofeld. You said it's Mellotron-y? I have this. No, that wasn't it. It was probably the Summit. It's almost kind of like a Mellotron. It's mellow. All right. Let's see. Just trying to get caught up here. Op 6. Let's see. Yeah, the Op 6 VSTs. All the Korg Pi Trinity are great in software or hardware. Let's see. I think that's what it was. I Sing the Body, which is one of the pads from the Summit. Lexi, you don't have to be jealous. I'm not. It's like the meme says. I'm not rich. I'm just irresponsible. So, all right. What else? Let's see. Nice. Well, welcome, Arnoth. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad the videos are useful for you. So, let's see. Post in the comments on one of the videos if you make something, or just post something so I'll follow it to your channel and listen to your stuff if you've posted it. Let's see. Fretless bass on the Arturia is amazing. I'll have to try it out. Trying to get caught up with the chat here. You guys are talk amongst yourselves, but yeah, the live stream is working. Thanks, Wabbit. No jinx. He's not rich. He's just Raiders. Yeah, too funny. Do you have the name of the Summit patch? It's called GIL Deer, as in the animal, Plane, and it is a single, not a multi. GIL, Gary Indigo. I don't know what the right word is for the military. GIL. Let's do it backwards. GIL. GIL Deer. Yeah, Deer Plane. So, all right. Anyway, let's see. Let's keep going. Just to get through the synths. We're using the Cobalt 8. I think I mentioned that. The twist pad is the Op 6. We're using the spectral pad on the third wave. We've got a Glock. That's a sample being played by the Wave State, also a Korg synth. Another great VST if you want that instead of hardware. We talked about the subsequent. Okay, I did get through these, and the Prophet 12. I just missed a few in the middle. Okay, so that's that. All right. As I said, got this EP coming out. This is not a sales pitch because it's not a sales pitch. Not looking for fans, but if you like my other music, I do have another EP coming out this week. And that bass is featured prominently on 2 of the tracks. All right, so let's make a little noise. What time is it? It's 2:45, so we got about 15 minutes. Let's start over. I'm going to delete all of this. Don't be upset. Artist transient. So let's delete all these patterns. Oops, not that one. So I've got a rhythm track in here, some drum loops that are just running in the background. I'll turn them on in a minute. All right. All right, it's doing its thing. So let's get a Berlin School, classic Berlin School thing going on. So let's start with a little pluck. Let's start with our Prophet 12 pluck. All right, so we'll do a sparse 8-bar pattern. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a loop. It'll have some gaps. It'll pluck, and then it'll have a gap, and then it'll pluck, and it'll have a gap. And then I'm going to truncate it from 8 bars to 7 bars, so it's going to sound off when it lays over other things. So let's do that. Yeah, that'll work. We'll leave it as 8 for now because I want to record another one over it. Okay. What are we saying? What was the question? Was it about mixers? Yes, good question. Submixers or Mahusive DAW interface. What am I using? It's a Mahusive DAW interface. But submixers work just as well. So look at what's his name? Scott the synth guy, right? He's like got a huge like digital mixer or 3 in his space there. All right, let's put something over top of this. When you got this many sounds, it takes a minute to traverse. All right. Well, I messed that up. I missed the downbeat. That happens from time to time. There we go. All right, so we got 2 patterns running. They're both plucks, but they sound very different. So you can, do interesting things in your mix with them, right? And so what I'm going to do is go to the first one that we recorded. I'm going to shorten it from 8 bars to 7. And to help us understand where the downbeats are, I'm going to put in a little percussion. Let's put another one in too. Let's repeat. So if you screw something up, they always joke, if you screw up a note, play it again to give it intention. That doesn't always work. But repeating simple patterns is good, especially for little melodic stuff like this Glock. All right, then we repeat it again, same notes, slightly different rhythm. So that's fixed, and then just a little variation. So let's put a bass line under it. You're going to have to tag me if you want to ask a question, because I don't think there's any questions in there, but if I missed one, tag me because I missed it. Sorry. A little too low. So here's the beauty of having a DAW. So all you DAW-less people, DAW-less is great. I've got a DAW-less rig too. I use it, go out and play. It's easy, carry it in a duffel bag. But I like this pattern I just recorded for the bass, but I don't like the first 8 bars. They're an octave too low, because later I started playing higher and I was happier with that. So since I'm in a DAW, I can just reach over. Technically I could do it on the push, but octave shifts, I'd have to do it one note at a time or do a grouping, and I'm not that good yet. I still need to like RTFM on the push for how to do selections, sub-selections of notes in a clip, but I can just reach over. Let's just grab these and bring them up an octave. There we go. Oh, yeah, I should probably, well, I could have shown you what I was doing. So here's the clip. I'll leave that up for now. Let's put a little... Mixing. See ya, Creon. Have fun, man. Thanks for showing up. Maybe we'll see you again. I see the word pub. Are we talking about drinking? I gotta scroll back here. Who doesn't like Chris Squire's Rickenbacker bass tone? It's awesome, isn't it? Let's play with some pads here. Ooh, what happened here? So, talk about bugs in the system. Here, listen to this. I'm going to solo this. I'm going to solo the synth, but also my mic. the third wave has a few bugs in it still. And here, I'm gonna temporarily, let's mute the other ones that are playing. Hang on. So get this. Just sitting there doing nothing, the third wave has branched to Fishkill. Listen to this. This is supposed to be a D. Yeah, there's still a few bugs in there. I don't know. I sent it something. Some MIDI in the system went out there and made it basically go to La La Land. Right. Okay, so no third wave today. I'll go check for firmware updates. So, very nice. Let's bring those back. There we go. Yeah, embrace the madness. It's easy for me to fall into licks, and I'm trying not to do that these days. Let's put something, let's do a little Berlini short loop with this horn. It helps if you've got the recording prepped correctly. There we go. Wait for it to come around. Let's lay a mini counter on that. Go back to our A1 and put a syncy lead up on top of it. We've achieved deedle deedle music. Deedle 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 deedle. See ya, Quattro. You out of here? Oh, Anna's leaving too. Okay. See ya, Anna. See you on the server. Let's see. We're about 3 o'clock. I think it's time to wind it down. It's been an hour. Out. See you, Lexi. We're wrapping it up. Ooh, I like that little Glock ending. Okay, cool. So thanks. This has been fun. So we have tamed the wild YouTube connection algorithm, whatever, figure out why the stream wasn't working in the last 2 weeks. So for those who care, I was using my streaming software, has like an integration with YouTube. It was like stream to YouTube, dumb mode, do it, right? So make it go. And that worked. That's worked for like a year and a half. But something changed in that integration, so it stopped working. So I had to go put it in manually, say, okay, use this key and this RTMP server and all that stuff. So whatever, it's working, yay. And then the audio problem last week, if you were here, what it was a sample rate conversion. The streaming box somehow got flipped over to 44.1 kilohertz instead of 48. I was setting it to 48 and it was downsampling, and something was going on and it caused all that distortion. So that's what that was. But thanks for playing. I'll see you around the channel. I'll see you on the various Discord servers that I inhabit with you all. And this has been fun. And I don't know what's going on for the rest of the day. I have some pork braising right now. So dinner is some sort of braised pork. I'm not sure. So, but let's see, am I missing anything? If I missed any questions from you, I'm sorry. Put them in the comments and I'll answer them. I do answer all of those. Do you like the picture in the background? Is an overfed owl? That's Totoro. That's my friend Totoro. I don't know if you know that one. Totoro. It's Miyazaki, I think, anime character. So I haven't actually seen my friend Totoro, but that's a great piece of art, and it was a gift. Anyway, let's see. OBS. I'm not using OBS. No. I have used OBS, but OBS and I don't get along for certain things. So yeah, dinner at my place, Eric. Come on by. So no, I'm not. I actually don't use OBS, but everyone on the Discord server, on all the Discord servers, uses OBS. So you have plenty of support there. Thanks very much. I'm just going to shut her down. Oh, you know what, Andy? I did this for Andy. Don't know if Andy's still here. So here you go. What am I using? I am using fade out. There you go, Andy. Cats and synthesizers. I am using a piece of software called Wirecast because I need Wirecast for work, and so I have it. So, well, it's not cheap though, so that's why I have it through work. Anyway, all right, that's that. Bye, Andy. It loses the illusion when the mic is still running and the audio and stuff. Bye, guys.